Salman Khurshid, we're just going to break out of the story for a moment, is speaking about the Javed Miandad controversy reported first here on Headlines today. Let's listen.
What is considered, when is an approval given, what goes into it is something that is an internal government matter. But is there any problem? बिल्कुल, but it's not your job. You're not your job to ask these questions. These are jobs that the MHA has to ask itself and answer itself. And they have taken a decision. You know, no Pakistani visa gets cleared without MHA clearance. And MHA would take inputs from all agencies, including from our missions abroad. And I think that's an internal procedure on which bahar koi question pushne se bhi koi fayda nahi hai.
Basically, the opposition is questioning that when they have direct
opposition only questions. Opposition only questions what opposition's inputs are, what their information is. We don't know because nobody is asking them anything. All I'm saying is proper procedures are gone through, and only after that a decision is taken. I don't believe that any law that we need to follow and any rule of prudence that we need to follow would not have been followed. That's all I can say.
So Mr. Owaisi also has been making very inflammatory remarks as of now. Are you aware of what he's doing and what is
I'm not the Home Minister, but I'm sure that the Home Minister gets full inputs from the Intelligence Bureau, and the law takes care of it because there are legal procedures in our country, and I'm told that the matter is being examined by legal procedures.
Thank you. All of you.
Rohini Swami joins me live from Bangalore for more on this. Rohini, just take us through what Salman Khurshid said. It appears that the establishment is just brushing this issue off, saying it's not such a big deal, and why is everyone giving so much importance if Javed Miandad isn't a criminal?
Well, what Mr. Salman Khurshid, the External Affairs Minister, has said is that it is a decision that has been taken by the government, by the MHA, and nobody can question it because enough thought must have been given to it. It's an internal government matter. He also made it very clear that it's not anybody's business to question as to why a visa has been given, especially when a Pakistani visa has been given. He said that the MHA makes sure that every procedure is looked into. And so he clearly says, and I quote him, that's not your job, or that it is a job of the MHA, and they've taken a decision, and no Pakistani visa gets cleared without an MHA clearance, and input from all agencies have been taken, and it's an internal procedure. So obviously he's here saying that the decision has been taken by the MHA, and they've done it after proper procedure has been followed.
Editor Strategic Affairs Gaurav Sawant is with me for a quick word on this issue. Gaurav, Salman Khurshid there saying that, you know, the issue is not an important one since the Home Ministry has applied its mind and taken a considered decision. But there are voices within the establishment, are there not, that actually think this is a very bad idea and it's inappropriate to bring Javed Miandad so easily into India.
This entire issue is not about procedure at all. I mean, Salman Khurshid is playing with words very cleverly. The issue is about the signal India is sending out, where you call Dawood Ibrahim's relative to India, when in 2007 a conscious decision had been taken that Dawood Ibrahim's kin are not welcome in India because he is India's most wanted terrorist. So what has changed, as BJP's Kirti Azad rightly asked, what has changed in these past several years that you now extend the red carpet to Javed Miandad? That's the issue. This is not a question of procedure at all or rules and norms being followed. It is the decision of the Home Minister, and was the Home Minister under pressure from the Prime Minister? That is the issue that needs to be answered, because the Ministry of External Affairs has very cleverly disengaged themselves from this entire episode. They are saying a clearance of visa came from the Home Ministry. So Salman Khurshid is in the clear.
Yes.
Salman Khurshid says it is for the Home Minister to answer. No rules were flouted. But what signal is India sending out? That's the big issue.
And it's not just about him being a relative, Gaurav. There's information. There have been several reports that have been published that suggest that Javed Miandad has business links with the D company. I mean, these may not be criminal links, but he obviously gains from the profits of Dawood Ibrahim. That makes him a person to watch out for, at least as far as intelligence agencies are concerned, notwithstanding the fact that he's a relative of Dawood Ibrahim. Why would you allow a relative of India's most wanted terrorist into your country?
And that's the question, Shiv. That's a perfect question. That's the question that Salman Khurshid hasn't answered, Sushil Kumar Shinde hasn't answered, and that's the question that Government of India needs to answer, because my sources in the Ministry of Home Affairs are telling me even within the Home Ministry, there were officers who had objected to this. They had objected to Javed Miandad getting a visa to come to India because they said this will send a wrong message. Pakistan hasn't cracked down on terror post 26/11. Pakistan hasn't closed the jihad factories. That's one aspect of the story. The second aspect of the story is the whole world knows that Dawood Ibrahim lives in Pakistan. He lives in Karachi. He lives in the defense colony of Karachi, protected by the Pakistan army, protected by the ISI, protected by the police in Pakistan. Yet Pakistan does not acknowledge Dawood Ibrahim's presence. Dawood Ibrahim remains enemical to India's interests, and yet India is extending a red carpet treatment. And as you rightly pointed out, it's not just family links, it's also business links, drug links. All of this are in public domain, but Government of India chooses to turn a blind eye. They're turning Nelson's eye to this big problem, and that's the question that our viewers are asking. That's the question the BJP is asking, Shiv Sena is asking, and even within the Congress, Jagdambika Pal asked that question. It of course remains to be seen whether the Congress is running with the hare and hunting with the hounds on this issue.
Thanks, Gaurav, for getting us those details. Really embarrassing words there by the External Affairs Minister Salman Khurshid, acting like this is all just a technical issue and not one of propriety, and the signals that actually sends out to the world about India welcoming the families of dreaded terrorists into our country. Why do we continue to do this and then complain about terrorism in this country? No one will ever be able to answer that.